In today's video, we're going to check out a little workflow that I have set up in Claude AI that helps me write a newsletter article twice a week. And it's not absolutely everything it could be, but it's saving me a bunch of time. So I thought I'd show that to you. We'll talk about AI and how to set it up and that. All right. Hey there, Joomla fans. Tim Davis here. I'm a Joomla fan too. Thanks for tuning in to Watch Me Work live stream number 337 here on the Basic Joomla channel, where I show you my favorite extensions, tools, and tips for building and maintaining Joomla sites. I also work on Joomla sites, build them, maintain them, migrate them, all the stuff. Apparently lately too, buy them as well. So if you're looking to hire someone short-term or long-term, or just to get you out of the spot, send me an email, tim@cybersalt.com. And let's talk. I'll explain this picture in a second, by the way. Today's video is brought to you by our channel sponsor, mysites.guru. Do you have a Joomla site? Of course you do. Head on over to mysites.guru, get a free site audit for it. And while you're there, check out all the tools and information that will save you time and money managing one or multiple Joomla sites. All right. Hello to everybody in chat. Ivor is there, Bjorn, Mary. A couple of comments to catch up on already there. Yeah, today's picture. So a week ago Saturday, we were at a wedding, and the reception was at a local aquarium, which was pretty cool. But it was very dim and dark, and so Susan and I took this selfie. Let me just. So it is kind of blue. It's kind of wasn't super great lighting there, but it was a really nice time. It was a really fun wedding. And so I thought, well, I'll do that as the background picture today. So, I mean, it is a little bit creepy because you got Mr. Big Head here peering over my shoulder the whole time, but we're not in the screen much. Yes. So, other thing I'll just show you, I had an eye appointment yesterday that had to have my pupils dilated. So I just had to sit on the desk. I thought I'd show you. I don't have sunglasses, but they did have some little plastic things for me to stick inside my glasses while I drove home. I'll get that inside, yeah. And what I thought was really cool is that the plastic actually keeps the sun off my unibrow as well. So anyways, they worked not too bad. They got me home, and they're not very stylish. So anyways, that was just sitting here. Added bonus. Okay, let me tell you a little bit about something in my life from when I was a little kid, and it had a huge impact on me. And it just fuels a passion or whatever in my life. So my grandfather worked for General Electric. We're talking so back in the 60s, and he was a really creative man and a skilled man, and so he would often use things for purposes other than what they were designed. So I remember as a kid when we'd go down to travel down to Toronto to visit my grandfather and grandmother, we would be told to go sit in the living room and wait for the lights to come on. And what he had done was he had this massive he had taken a photocell, which back then was huge. It was like the size of a hydrometer. And he had put it on a board, and he had it hooked up inside of his house. And basically, as things got darker, eventually it automatically turned on the lights. Now, that seems like old technology to us, or old news to us, because we have automation all around us. But I just remember being absolutely thrilled and fascinated by the fact that that just happened automatically. And so we would do that often when we visited. We would sit in a room close to dusk. Now that I'm a grandfather, I know it's a great way to get little kids to go be quiet for a while. But I didn't remember that memory till years ago, when just a few years ago when it just dawned on me, because I love automation. I love things being set up so that I don't have to do anything, or at least they save me a bunch of time. And that's why that's why I want to show you what I've been working on for how I use one of my own sites. Uh, Basically, I have it, as many people are. I'm using AI, but I have it to the point now, and I still want to do more. Uh, I have it to the point now where I basically dictate some stuff to AI, and it writes an article for me, which goes onto my website, which goes on to the which I then use in a mail. What I then I manually run a merge with ACY mailing. So I wanted to just show you the process of what I'm doing there, and hopefully it'll give you some ideas or inspire you. So let's turn our attention to the screen, and then there's a bunch of things to explain. So we're just going to hang out, and I'll share this with you today. Yeah, so I said Ivor, Bjorn, and Mary are there. Bjorn says using AI to produce content is like music in my ears. Yes, and Bjorn, go ahead and post the link to your AI Country Western channel, because he's remember the song what was that, nine fingered cowboy. Anyway, so he's doing some fun stuff with that. Mary, yesterday you had Claude do 2 tasks for you. One was perfect. The other was perfect as well. You just wish you'd read that it was going to actually do the work. It could have gone wrong. Yes. Yep. We've got to be careful with the Claudes and the Groks and all the other stuff. But thank you, Bjorn, for your comment about happy couple. And Mary, that's a nice story. Yeah. AI is great for repeatable tasks. All right, so let me give you the lay of the land here on this site. So this is my cybersalt.org site. I registered it back in '98, and so I was pastoring a local church at the time, and we had an idea to develop a site to create a database for churches looking for pastors and pastors looking for churches. And out of that idea, which did not happen, came the cybersalt.org site. Jesus said to be the salt of the earth, and so I want to be cyber salt in the cyber world. So that's where that's the origin of the term cybersalt. So at that time, I wasn't doing any business or anything like that, but it was a hobby, and I had this newsletter that I was sending out. Funny stories, sermon illustrations, and it just grew over the years. Also, I have another one that has clean, theologically incorrect jokes. So this cybersalt.org site was my original website. Started out in, I think I was using very soon Front Page, then Dreamweaver, and then Mambo, and now Joomla. And you will see that this is a neglected site because at least as far as the structure of the front page, because you'll see that the Goodbye Bang article, Bang was an article, Bang was a bird, a parrot, that hit the front window of our house, and I tried to have it as a pet, but it drove me nuts. Anyways, you can see it's October 2012. But I do have thousands I've a couple, like 20,000 articles on this site of different types, and I still send out a newsletter reorganizing them and reformat them, and reviewing things. And so I send out the Cybersalt Digest on Thursdays, and I send them out on Sundays. Now, so what happens is that when I send out a mailing, and we'll go into the back end of the site here. Let's just go to the most recent mailing that I've done here. I'll send out a mailing. We'll go to emails. And this is the one that I sent out on Sunday. Take a look at it. And so I send out, and they have these different items that are in here. I have ACY mailing set up to show the latest article in different categories and to merge in the template. But at the beginning of the mailing, there is an article here called, the Cybersalt News, and then I send out. I try to have a paragraph describing, just some news that's been happening around Cybersalt World Headquarters. Then I also have a video share and that of something that I've watched online. And what I've been doing is taking the thumbnail of the YouTube video and making it the image at the top here. And then I have that is hot linked to watch the video. And then also down here, I have click here to watch, which lets people watch the video as well. So I need to create this twice a week. And I have been, I can spend, half an hour, 45 minutes getting everything together. Of course, it got shortened when I started putting what I was writing inside the AI, but then I would copy and paste and put it into the article. You all know how to make a, know how to make a Joomla article, but it was taking a lot of time. So I, a couple of weeks ago thought, hey, I want to automate this more. And so, so that I don't have to do all this writing and organizing. And I would go to the thumbnail, YouTube, and get the URL. And then I would paste it in another tool that got the thumbnail. Then I'd save it and rename it and put it in a certain place. And I thought, no, I really want to cut this down. And that's what I've done. And that's what I'll show you today. So to set up, I've done two things to give Claude access to this Joomla site. One is that I have, and this one isn't as important, but it's powerful. In the cPanel account for where this is hosted, I have gone and made a cPanel API, right? And you'll see it's right here. It's called Cybersalt. And then I took that API and I've put it in a client document. We looked at a couple weeks ago about Obsidian. I put that in a client document, and so whenever I'm working on this site, Claude knows to look and go get the API from that client document. All right, and that gives Claude full access to whatever the cPanel API allows you to do. So I maybe we'll look at that another time because there's a lot of cool stuff that for having Claude fix things in your cPanel. But the other thing that I've done, and for this I will go to Joomla, this stage it copy, which is we're looking at, I think, something last week. And I also have given Claude the Joomla API for my user account. Now this is different than what I had for on my live site. So that's why I'm just going here to show you. Basically, you go to users, you go to your user account, and then click on Joomla API token. Oh, I don't have one here yet. So cool, we'll just generate one. I'm going to go save. And here is this token, which I don't mind revealing here because this is just a staging site and this will get changed. But anyways, what you would do is, in fact, I can just do this. I'm going to copy that code, and now I'm going to go reset, and I'm just going to go save and close, and this code I have now will no longer work. But you then take that Joomla API code for your user, give it to Claude, and then you have to give Claude. No, you don't even have to give Claude the username. Then you can then Claude can go in and access and do things using the Joomla MCP. I'm going to have something to demonstrate about the Joomla MCP in the coming weeks. I got a lot of stuff that's on the go here. So, including I've developed an MCP for a very complex Joomla extension that I use that is now letting me automate a bunch of things. So, hello, Michael. Good to see you today. And what's Bjorn saying here? He's soon launching Real AI Forum and RealAImusic.com, and you've updated Breadsy. Wow, got lots going on there. Brent says he stores the API codes in a password database, so Claude does not know it directly. Okay. Claude still must see it though, right? So it doesn't always have it there. It has to go and get it. Um, yeah. So, and again, there's a whole security element to this, right? So if you're creating APIs, you don't want to be having them floating around out there. I have, the stuff that, yeah, has to get it each time it uses. Yeah. So, and I'm storing them in the document in Obsidian. So, yeah. Um, I mean, yeah, I guess if it's getting it each time, there's a extra layer there, so it just doesn't go off wild on its own. And I guess you are sort of maintaining control. It's like it's the Wild West for AI, right? Even even some AI that says that they don't do, they're doing it, and it's yeah. So I'm just getting work done. So I have the AI in an Obsidian document. Not AI. I have all the information on my cybersalt.org site in an Obsidian document. And so when I tell Claude to do something, it refers to that, gets the information, and then goes ahead and follows the steps. All right. So what are the steps that so let's go. And I'm going to today. So the mailing goes out tomorrow. I always do the news the day before. So I'm actually just going to make the news for, get it all set up for today and show you what will happen. Now, um, I have a spreadsheet here, and basically, this is um, what I do is when I see YouTube videos that are kind of eclectic and that I would like to share with my readers of the newsletter that I send out with jokes and these sermon illustrations and puns, I just store them here. And then each day as we get ready for the mailing, Susan comes in and she lines up and reworks some of the articles that we have and jokes and past and adds new one-liners and just keeps a spreadsheet here of what's current. And when it's ready, then she tells me, yeah, everything's ready. And then I will go and send it on ACY mailing. But that's when I would have to write the news. And so the key thing that we just need today is this YouTube video, which I'm going to share in my mailing. It's about people who forget names easily. It was actually really helped me last weekend in church. I used a couple of things to help remember names of people I was meeting in it, and it worked. So yeah, so that's another part of the process. So what we're going to see here is I'm going to go to the back end of the site here. We'll go to content articles, and here's sorting by, and so we see the most recent one, Cybersalt News, May 10. All right. Now, over time, what I've done is I have told Claude what it is that I want it to what I want it to do to make these articles. So, for instance, if we look into this article here, one of the things that Claude was doing was when I said, "Oh, this click here to watch," and I described that I always have click here to watch after the description of the video. It was putting on its own line. So I said I had to refine Claude's instructions, and which I did by using the microphone. I said, no, make sure that the click here to watch is always a manual after a manual line break. I don't want it a paragraph. I want it to be up with the description it belongs to. And so now it does that. So it took me a while to train this. And this is the thing about automation. When we're setting these things up and training AI, it can take hours to get it right. But having gotten it right, then there's going to be the benefit that, let's say it took me I spent 2 hours getting this to work properly. But I can now do in 5 minutes what would take me, say, 45 minutes. So 3 days later, 3 times use, and I've already gained back my time. And I know that I can increase the automation with AI in this process for my whole newsletter and some other things that I'm doing. But I'm just slowly getting there. And also there's some stuff that my team members are doing that I know I could automate by AI right now, but I want them to continue to have work, and I'm not losing money by having them do it. So I don't. I want to go super crazy here, but this is what I want to end up with, something like this. All right, so now I'll just show you. Let me bring in Obsidian here, and here is what is in the document and what Claude knows to do. And I'm going to read through this. And this is again, I did not have to type this out, as some of you with experience with AI will know that it just starts writing these instructions. And then so what's set up? The order I follow for the on-screen demo. Oh, I asked Claude for the order. I said, give me the order. I'm going to show everyone this. So he put it together. It put it together. All right, gather inputs. So the day of the week determines the opener. Any special, and so Claude knows that, we'll see that later on. Any special occasion, holiday or anniversary, so it watches for that. So the other day it knew that it was Mother's Day, and so asked if there's anything special about that, and there was, so I gave it that information. A Tim's personal update for this issue, a video share, a YouTube URL, and a short description of what Tim liked about it. All right, so that's the inputs. Draft 2 articles shown together in chat before anything goes live. Artifact 1, the article body in Pastor Tim's voice. It's Pastor Tim's clean laugh, is the Cybersalt Digest, so that's why it's calling me Pastor Tim. And then so it's day-specific opener. So on the mailing on Thursday starts with, oh look, Chicken Thursday. It goes back to an old commercial. It's kind of a running joke with my subscribers. So there's that. And then, or on Sunday, it is Sunday greetings, everyone. And this is obviously somewhere in Claude's code here, but in the skill or wherever it is. The video thumbnail, float right, hot link to YouTube. The body paragraphs, warm, personal, self-deprecating, short rhythm. Okay, that's just what I like about my news, and I had Claude study my style for that. Exact closing, like enjoy the rest of today's digest, Pastor Tim. All right, and that's how I end every single one. The artifact 2 is the title, alias. The category, it's assigned to category 290, which is Cybersalt Digest, Cybersalt News. I always have it start out unpublished. I want it unpublished because I'm working on tomorrow's news. It's still, it's not even noon here. It's 11:30 in the morning. So I don't want tomorrow's news to be live on my site. I'll make it live later on when I do the mail merge. Now, of course, I could set this to publish at a certain time, right? I could say, oh, publish it, but then make sure that it doesn't show up until 11:30 in the evening. The only problem is I line up the mailing maybe in, maybe early evening. And so then I publish it. I know it shows that it's showing tomorrow's news today, but it's just what I'm doing right now, and I don't want to stay up late, and I'm not that worried about it. But there is room for further automation. So publish up, meta description, meta keywords, thumbnail, file name, great, and then wait for Tim's approval to send it. Publish it, looks good. Apply edits if requested, and then publish via the Joomla Web Services API. Upload the thumbnail to local images. All right, Cybersalt News /SS- and then title. So that's the format of how we name the file. Via this API. All right, API index via media files. And I think that's on my computer. Anyways, post the article to API index, whatever, articles with article text category ID 29, all this here, episode date 0001. So that's the time. I want it to be 1 second after, the time to be 1 second in the new day is when it was created. And then the date gets set to be when the next one is, whether it's a Thursday or Sunday. And authorize via X Joomla token header, not bear, use cybersalt.org directly to avoid the direct strip token quirk. I don't know what that is, but There was some problems with the posting. Claude figured out a way around it and left a note, and that's how it works. Fetch the public URL to confirm it's saved. Joomla 5 serializer bug returns 500 on success. Verification is via the public page or category index, not the API response. So obviously there's some other thing going on there. Claude knows. All right, that's fine. Tell Tim it's unpublished and ready for him to flip in the admin. All right. So, and then here down here it's asking me if I want to do stuff for today's video because I was talking about that. All right, so that's what it does. So now let me just demonstrate this to you, how it's working. I have a new window here, and I'm going to be using my microphone to talk to Claude. So the first thing that I need to do is this. I go here, and I need a copy of this YouTube video, all right, URL. So I'm going to copy that. And I need to remember, you know, I know what this video is, so I have to have something in my mind. And then what it's about. Okay, so because I know Claude's going to ask me about that. And now let's go in and we'll make this mailing. I'm going to use my Windows and H here. And it's time to write the news for the next Cybersalt digest. Now, I just said that because I could be more specific, but I think Claude will know that today is Wednesday, that my mailing is on Thursday, and so it's going to begin with, oh, look, Chicken Thursday. So we'll just wait while Claude does its little thing here. It's going to, and oh, look, see why it didn't hear the whole word, so we'll see. It'll figure it out. Maybe I should have said, we'll just see what it figures out. Sometimes I don't notice that the microphone has not picked up everything that I've said. And so Claude has to say a little bit more. And it probably would have been faster had I seen that. And it was, in fact, let's just do this. It's looking at all the documents. I'm going to escape that. And let's make sure it says clear. It's time to send out the Cybersalt Digest newsletter, and so it's time to create the Cybersalt News article. Okay, that's probably going. And even then, man, it really likes to spell Cybersalt, S-A-U-L-T. But see, right away now it found skill Cybersalt News. So that's great. And it's looking at what the date is, and so we'll see. Today's Wednesday, May 13th. So the issue going out tomorrow is Cybersalt News, May 14, Chicken Thursday. Before I draft, I need a few inputs from you. And hello, Julie. Good to have you here. So it says it needs some few inputs from me. It needs my personal news, video share, the video, and a sentence or two about the video, and anything else I want to weave in. Is there a holiday and anniversary reference to something at Cybersalt headquarters? And it says, if you'd rather just dictate the whole thing rough and let me clean it up in your voice, that works too. Fire away. All right, so I need to give it the news. I need to give it the YouTube URL, and I can just do this all in one bit now. Or I could go step at a time if I like better that way. So, okay, so here we go. Yeah, the news this week is that my arm is continuing to get better, which I'm very happy about because I've had a bunch of other stuff going on this week. I had an eye appointment on Tuesday morning, which wasn't too bad, although they really dilated my pupils to get a good look in there. But then I had to go to the dentist and get 2 fillings, one of which was because one of my teeth cracked, and that was not pleasant. So as usual, there's ups and downs happening, but I remain happy because I can see ways that God is working through both of them. And now here is the here's the YouTube video for this week's video share. Okay, so now I hit space and that stops the recording. Claude listening. And then I can go Control V and I put that in. And then I can hit space. And then I'm going to start the the microphone again and talk about the video. This week's video share is one that has already helped me immensely. I am one of those people who often will be introduced to someone and they'll tell me their name and then I immediately forget it right after. And I was always embarrassed because then I'm afraid the next time I see that person, I'm going to have to ask them what their name is. But when I saw this video, I had better insight into why that was happening to me. And I've learned a few tricks so that already I'm having an easier time remembering to remember people's names when I first meet them. All right, so I've just basically blabbed everything in. And where are we at now? I mean, I've used a lot of time to explain this process, but from the point of saying it's time to do another news item and having the URL there and all organized, then Claude is taking all that. And here we go. So I can read this here. Now it's showing HTML. Oh, here's the rendered view. Oh, look. No, it's okay. Here we go. Now it's doing the metadata and all that. But let's see. Oh, look, Chicken Thursday. The good news first. My arm keeps getting better, which I'm especially thankful for because the rest of the week has been a prey to small adventures. Tuesday morning was an eye appointment, pleasant enough until they dilated my pupils so wide I could practically see in the next week. All right, so I like that. That's good. Then it was off to the dentist for 2 fillings, one of which was courtesy of a tooth that decided to crack all on its own. Not my favorite afternoon. Okay, that was in the morning, but ups and downs as usual, but I keep seeing ways God is working through both, so I remain a happy man. Today's video shares one that has already helped me immensely. I'm one of those people who gets introduced to someone, hears their name, and then forgets it before the handshake is over. It's always a little embarrassing the next time our paths cross. This video gave me some insight into why that happens, plus a few tricks that are already making it easier for me to remember names the first time around. Click here to watch. Enjoy the rest of today's digest. Pastor Tim. Okay, now there's all and this is basically saying what I wanted it to say, and I like the tone of it because I've trained it to use my tone. If there's anything here that I don't like, then I can just change it. And so, for instance, I will change one thing. I'll say that's really good. I like that. The only thing is that my dental appointment for the fillings was also in the morning. So you can change the line to not my favorite morning. All right. So now I could also have said that's fine, but then you can go ahead and post that to the site. But as Mary pointed out earlier, I like to read the drafts every time, or at least know what's going in case some mistake slipped in there. And I don't see it till later and it needs to be corrected. Now, Claude says this, got it. Both appointments were morning, updated line, one of which was courtesy of a tooth that decided to crack all on its own. Not my favorite morning. Everything else stays as drafted, ready to upload the thumbnail and create the article. Just say the word. All right, so I'm happy with that. I could ask to see the whole thing again, but in this case, from my experience, I think it's going to be fine. And it's going up unpublished, and this is really not a killer. If something happens, I can preview the article and I can always change it. So not too bad. We'll see some information here. Also, this is what's set up. Cybersalt News, May 14th. Yeah, that's tomorrow. The alias, yeah. Category, 290. Unpublished till I flip it live. Create it date, 1 second after on the date of the issue. Yeah, publish it up now. Oh, publish up time. Okay, that's not saying that it's going to publish it, but when I line up this mailing, if I were to say don't publish this until 11:30 tonight, and I do the mail merge, it won't show this one when I make it. And a meta description, which is nice. I never had these. Chicken Thursday from Pastor Tim. His arm keeps healing through a week of eye and dentist appointments, plus a video share with tricks for remembering people's names. I love it. I was not doing that on these mailings, but now I do. Meta keywords, great. and then the thumbnail. So I'm happy with that. So now, so what we'll see here is we're going to go back to the list of articles. Here's May 10, and Claude already has accessed the API through the document for this site that I keep, and I'm just going to say ready to upload thumbnail. Just say the word. I'm going to say go ahead and publish. Go ahead and publish. I'll just say this. Yes, go ahead. I don't want to accidentally think I'm telling it to publish it. So I'll say, yes, go ahead. Bjorn says, SEO-wise articles should be over 300 words. Yeah, I guess I could tell it to write more words if I want it. I think for SEO has them under 300. Yeah, so I think I could work that in. I could say I could tell Claude when you're doing SEO things, make sure descriptions are over 300 words. And actually, a lot of the videos that you watch now that shows that the meta descriptions, shows that, articles, sorry. I thought you were talking about that meta description. Articles should be over 300 words. Yes, I bet you that is 300 words. I could ask that. By the way, how many words were in the Cybersalt news that you just created? You'll see here that Claude is going through how to. It's creating an image from the thumbnail that's gotten from the video. It's doing some copying. It's putting it on my OneDrive document. In the temp. Looks like CP temp SS. Yeah, okay. Here's using the Cybersalt API token and what it's doing. 500 is known error, so write likely succeeded. Go and check it. The article created successfully. And now, yes, meta description is max 300 in Joomla. You're right. I got confused there when I read that. Bjorn. So now here we are in articles. Now let's just filter to refresh. And there's my Cybersalt news, May 14th, 2026. And we can go in and look, and there it is. It's got the text. It's got the thumbnail. When I click on it, let's see here. Oh, there it go. I click on it. We can see here that it is linked to the video. It's open in a new window, which is what other things I asked for. You just click here to watch. And now you see Claude says here, next steps, open it, click the red X to publish it, spot check the rendered article, give it a preview once live, and then head to ACY mailing newsletters, cue the May 14th digest campaign, and send. Want me to log this to today's daily note in a time tracking table below, or wait until the digest is actually out the door? By the way, it says how many words were in the Cybersalt news that you just created. Well, I didn't hit enter there. But just for fun, we can go, we'll do this, we'll publish it. And then we will go up here, and I'm going to look at the news, and here it is. And again, remember, this is a site that I've been neglecting. I need a bigger footer here. I need to do work on it, but this is the article that I just made, and so it's taken me 50 minutes to show you how I do this and have it all set up. But the reality is I can now make these articles in just a matter of a couple of minutes, and I just need to have the video URL, and I have to answer 2 questions about what it is, and it gets put together. And it's a real time saver. Now I am going to go and I'm going to unpublish that. And then I will go back to this. Let's see. 195 words in the body of the article. So yeah, it wasn't super long. So Bjorn's comment that it should be over 300 words. Yeah, so it's a little light on the number of words. So if I really want to try to do SEO stuff with this, then that would be something that I would want to start to tweak. And maybe I would add another. So for instance, I could modify this and say, ask me about something that's going on in my life, and then also something that is going on in the business. And that would probably take me up over 300 words. So I could work on that if that's a goal, and I can change the automation. And now the other thing too is that when we get looking back here, so for instance, I know that Susan has been working on having better images inside of these articles, because a lot of the ones I had before were only 150 wide, and that's from years ago. So we're just slowly but surely refreshing those articles and doing that work. I could probably try to automate that. I could also, once Susan has today, later on, we'll line up a one-liner and clean pun and have everything ready. I could probably then automate having ACY mailing send out the mailing. Now, you can already automate ACY mailing, but there are some things in the mailings that I have here that don't necessarily remain the same. So for instance, on Thursdays, I have an article from a friend of mine named Susan Page, a friend of Susan and mine, and she writes devotionals, so we feature hers on Thursday. But on Sundays, there's one by a fellow named Reverend James Snyder, whose moniker is God's Penman. And so I have one template set up. And what I do is when I line it up for Thursday, I delete James Snyder's most recent one from showing there. So there's some things that I could do in there. I could train AI to do that, and then it would just send it out. But that might, I just have not done that because I'm doing a ton of other stuff. And again, recently too, in my life, I have been I've just had, going back to how much I like automation. I have to tell myself to stop working now, because I don't. Which, as those of you remember, I used to be a self-sabotager, and that was not my problem. My problem was that I would stop working at a certain point and get tired, and I found I have freedom from that through that program that I did at my church. But anyways, now there's just no end of things that I can set up and automate. And so I'm reminding myself to have a life, because I could just totally set things up and have everything working together, and just keep doing more and more and more and more. But that just is burning my brain out, and I want to do other things. But anyways, so it's all a learning process in growing, and we're all of us who are alive are still going through that process. But I wanted to show you that that's what I've got set up so far, and it has really been it's really nice now. And the fact is that I've got this ready. Later on tonight, Susan will tell me that the other emails are in order. The other items are ready, and then I'll just go do the mail merge quick. And I actually use this news in 2 mailings, one for the Cybersalt Digest, and then the other one for my Pearly Gates newsletter, which is the clean, theologically incorrect jokes. And those are jokes that people would just, if I sent them out on this bigger list, they complain to me because they say, well, that's not good theology, or da, da, da. So I send it out just so that I create a separate list. It's just so people wouldn't be always correcting me, because there's some things they're theologically incorrect, but they are absolutely hilarious. Ivor, what is Obsidian? Okay, Obsidian. We looked at it a couple of weeks ago in a live stream, and I'll show you here right now, because we'll wrap up that part as of the look at that automation. So I hope that inspires you. Okay, what is Obsidian? If I'm going to show you Obsidian, I need to change screens here. Let me get this set up so I'm not giving away the farm. All right, so And those people, creepy people behind me. Well, not my wife. She's lovely, but I'm a little creepy there. What can I show you? All right, so let's see if I can open this up here and then. Okay, let's see. What is there anything in here I'm not showing? No. Okay, time tracking. Okay, so I will switch back here and then we will have a look. All right, so first of all, Obsidian is this Obsidian MD. Control copy. There's a link to it there. It is a tool that gathers together all the information you're working on and organizes it and cross-references it. And when you and I have Claude on it, and so I use it to have Claude referring to all sorts of things. So for instance, anyway, so that's the program. It stores notes privately on your device so you can access them quickly, even offline, so no one else can read them, not even us. All right. And there's all sorts of ideas of things that you can do there. So that's Obsidian. So this is Obsidian here. And so I have Claudian, which is a plugin connected to Claude that I can talk to, and it interacts with all of my documents from Obsidian. So here is a daily note that Obsidian keeps of activity, and I have Claude writing too. And it shows things that I need to do. Here's links to ClickUp tasks that still are carried forward from other days. But it's also, there are things in here for, it'll keep track of time and do a bunch of things. Now, let's see. I'm just going to tell the wrap up. Okay. That's good for this task so far. You can track the time, and then later on I'll revisit and do the mail merge with ACY mailing. So that's answering a question that Claude asked earlier. Do you want to track this time? And so I will show you. It's just keeping track of what I did today. I'm doing today, and then down here we are going to see that there's going to be here what I did today: client work, development work, admin. And there you go. What I did, it just added a note, Cybersalt news article. All right. And here is showing just some stats about that and the time tracking. So it took me 15 minutes and the manual equivalent is 60. So Claude saved me 45 minutes. Just a fun task that you can see. Also, it's showing Obsidian, this open graph viewer. This shows, I'll move this over. Each of these dots are different documents that I have now in what I've done, and I can see how things are related. This is purely just for entertainment purposes. If I mouse over this, there. So that's my daily note for May 11th, and it shows how it's connected. Yes, it basically produces multiple MD files. Yeah. So that just shows that I, on that day, these are all the different files that were touched. And if I go down to this one here, oh, that's S11. So on that day, S11, that's one of my servers that I was working on that. And for instance, out of S11, S11 was also worked on the 25th. Let's just find another a tinier dot. Let's see this one here. Oh, Tamifer, that was an account that I was working on. And Tamifer was connected to this README. Let's see, how about that? Caring Hands for Angels, that's a website that's on that account. Armstrong Inlay. Now, those are different accounts, but they're connected because they were involved security work that I was doing on that. Now, Mary says there's a huge amount of YouTube videos about it. I chose it over Notion as a note-taking application. Yes. So, for instance, on Saturday, the power flickered at my house and my computer shut off right away. I have a rack. I had a friend that had a hosting company, helped him move his equipment one night, and he gave me a rack-mounted power backup, which was great. So I used that at my workstation, but obviously the batteries were not working to run even for a second. So on Saturday, I shut everything down. I took it apart and took Susan helped me because it was super heavy, and so I couldn't do everything with my arm. And then I went and I bought 4 new batteries. But I couldn't remember when I had last bought the batteries. And I didn't know if they were under warranty, or I thought, oh, I don't know. So after I got everything working, I thought, oh, I should make a note about this. And so I said to Claude, I bought 4 new batteries for my workstation. And so I can now, because that note is somewhere floating in there, I can do this, and I can ask Claude, remind me the details of the batteries I bought for my UPS for my workstation. And so where would I find that note? How would I find it? Let's see. And we will, and I actually probably could take a picture of the receipt and upload it and do all of the, it would store all the information about that purchase, but I just told it the date to note. So it's finding it. Now, of course, it's taking a little while. That's fine. I'll just go and do other things, right? Because I'm sure this will still find it faster, especially, I remember it was Saturday, so I don't really need to ask this, but if the batteries aren't working in 8 months, and I try to remember when it was, then I would not know. All right, so here's what's recorded. Date bought May 9th, 4 brand new batteries for the UPS running your main workstation back setup. Sealed lead acid, that was inferred. Next replacement, 3 to 5 typical life, 2029 to 2031. I did not tell it that. It looked it up. Specific battery model, vendor, price paid. If you dig up the receipt or recall any of those, I can update the May 9th video. Well, why don't we just do that right now? Oh, May 9th, no. Because I have the receipt floating around here somewhere. Okay. Now, what do you guys want to... Here, why don't I do this? I'm going to take a picture of this receipt. I think that would be more interesting. And then we will upload it to Claude here. So let me just, I'll just do this right now. I got my cell phone here. I'm going to get that going here. And first of all, there's that receipt. Okay. And then I'm going to fold up. That's the credit card receipt that's on that. And then I'm going to stretch this out. Hopefully we'll get all the information that we need here. And we'll see if it can, all right. Well, let's see. I'll just give this a try. All right. Now, let me just bring up my images here, because I take them and they automatically go to, oh, look at that. How did that show up in my snipping tool automatically? That's something new. That is something new, because I hit snipping. Snipping automatically grabbed the most recent picture that I took from my phone, which went into Dropbox. That's insane. This is what I want here. I'm going to go to Dropbox, and I'm going to go to camera uploads, and then we'll just zoom down to the bottom here. And here's the 2 images right here. So you see, there's the image I picked for the thumbnail today. So these 2 images. Now, I'm going to move off site here, and I'm going to drag that in. Will it work? No, see, I found this does not really work for some reason. So what I'm going to do is down here, click folder to add icon. Let's see if I can copy. Let's try this. Copy, Control V. No, see, it's not, yeah, I don't know why that doesn't work. Maybe because it's open in preview. Let's see. Okay, we'll just ask it, right? I've taken 2 pictures of my receipts for this purchase to give to you. I took them on my phone. They went into my Dropbox folder, and I'm trying to drag them in here for you to have them, but it's not working. What should I do to get them to you? Even copy and pasting is not working, but maybe that's just from the preview. Let me try copying and pasting from the files. All right. As often happens, let's see. No. Okay, so it's not working. And even copy and paste from there. Let's see what Claude finds in Obsidian. By the way, Ivor, if you set up Claude in here, what you want to do is add a thing called Brat in the plugins of Obsidian, and then inside of Brat there is a plugin called Claudian. All right, so no need to drag and drop. I read images directly from your computer if I know where they are. 2 easy paths. Okay. Option B, give me the Dropbox path. All right, so I'm going to say, I'm going to give this very little information. Okay, I'm going to say, here is the path, and they are the only 2 pictures that were taken today. And I'll pass that in E drive, Dropbox, camera uploads. So again, this is I could now, moving forward, I could say tell Claude to remember this, add a note in Obsidian and say, when I take pictures of receipts, they end up in this Dropbox folder. Remember that. And then I can just start taking pictures of receipts, and I can say, attach that to an email and send it to my accountant, which I need to do. So I won't do that because it's probably better for me not to give out my accountant's email address or bookkeeper's email address on the live stream. It's just one little bit of information. All right, it's looking. I probably could have given it the name too, but it seems to have found them. There's one, and it's reading them. I'm going to close this graph view here. Yeah, it found both those pictures. Great. Yeah, see, and again, you know, as I'm sure we're all experiencing, my mind just expands with what I can do here, because now I can set up a skill so that when I take a picture, I can say, there's new receipt for purchase in the Dropbox folder. Taking a picture, send it to the bookkeeper, and its purchases for this. But now let's see. Got both receipts. Here's what they say. UPS battery purchase, all battery in Langford. Yep. Transaction cashier. Oh, it even has a cashier. Subtotal 18, total 168. Visa ending 8465. That's okay. You guys can all know that my Visa ends in 8465. Go ahead and guess the other numbers. Authorization ID, sure. Yes, invoices is in Cybersalt Consulting. Maybe the auth ID is too much, but no worries. I won't be showing this very often anyways. Per battery math, 150, 4 batteries, 3750, 4 tax, 42 after tax. Specific battery model isn't legible on the small sales receipt. So that's something I could help it out with. Yeah, I'll just tell this. The battery model is 12 Valiant 12 volt 9 AH SLA. 9 volt. Yeah, 9. I'll make this correct here. AH is Valiant 12 volt 9 amp SLA. All right, we'll put that in there. And now it says, want me to do all three of these now. Save both receipts to the vault. Sure. Personal receipts, why not? Let's keep them there. Update the daily note from the 9th. Sure, that'd be great. And create personal equipment workstation as permanent reference note. Yes, let's make all of those. All right. Yes, go ahead and do 1, 2, and 3. Also, yeah, I'll come back later and send that to my bookkeeper. I just don't want to get too much information out there. And now, Ivor, just to show you what we can do here, the personal note that is just made here, personal equipment workstation. If I click that, here's the information. Workstation UPS, current battery pack, purchase log. There's my receipts. It's all organized. I mean, that's amazing, right? And the old batteries triggered replacement on that. It's just writing source of supply preference, receipts, invoice, CC slip, originating daily note. And that's the work that I did in that day. I can look, here's what the work I did on Saturday, bunch of things. And then also we get down here, I'll just show you the time. This is activity, the client project, the time I spent, and the equivalent of what Claude saved me. For instance, this was working on a CV or a resume for a friend of mine. We're hoping to get them out of their country and immigrate to Canada. She's a nurse. So, but I took all of their PDFs of documents and all kinds of stuff, certificates, and I had Claude make a resume, and then we're fine tuning that. So anyway, so Saturday, I worked 5.25 hours, and Claude saved me 17 to 18 hours. So just fun stuff. And yeah. So I never even thought about setting it up to record receipts. Oh my goodness. I also saw a video that said that you can use Claude on your mobile device to get Claude to do things on your computer, even when you're not there. And I want to learn how to do that, because I could make a purchase. I can make that purchase, take a picture of it in the car, and say, I've just made this purchase, record this, blah, 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 blah. And then I could say, send a note to the bookkeeper and have a whole routine and have that all organized and taken care of. And then when I come home, all I have to do is take this receipt and file it away in the file folder, because I haven't figured out how to get, I would have to figure out how to get Claude to do that, right? But just to have the hard copy. So it is really, really, the automations that we can do really are amazing. So, all right. Well, we still have some time here. Things are going fairly smoothly. You know, I when I went to turn my computer on before, about 20 to 11, so 20 minutes before going live, I pushed the power button and there was nothing. And I have some LED lights that are on the video card, and on the fan that keeps the CPU cool. And they're on all the time. But they were not on. I went, oh no. And on Saturday, one of the things I did was I took apart 4 old computers in my shop, and I just took them off to the e-waste recycling yesterday. One of them was the one I replaced this current computer with. And then I thought, oh man, did I just take that all apart when I could have had it as a backup? I decided I didn't want to have, it's been a couple of years. It would just take so much effort to go back to it. Anyways, so I looked and looked and looked, and I thought maybe I just pull the power supply plug out of the back of the computer and plug it in again. And when I reached back there, it seemed to be a little loose because I vacuumed a whole bunch of the vents because there's dust on it, and the case was not breathing that well. And I guess the other day when I moved it, I jostled a bit, not enough for it to turn off. I plugged it in, and then it turned on. So that was exciting here today. Okay, so what will we do? Anyway, so when I thought of that because, well, things are going smoothly. Sorry, things were going smoothly, but almost didn't. Let's go to extensions and install. Let's see what new Joomla extensions there are. By the way, I started looking at my JED account, which I guess if you leave a comment on the JED, you have a JED account. So I'm starting to look at what's required for me to upload extensions that I'm making to the JED. And one of them was logos. So I have to work on descriptions and logos, and I've been doing some stuff with AI and that. I did, and also just to mention, I mentioned last week that I got a business deal in the process of a couple of Joomla sites that I'm buying that are turnkey, that are selling some things, and that is proceeding. I got the first logins for doing the transfer today. I've paid them half, and I don't know. I'm not going to talk about it until the domain is actually transferred in my name. But the 2 domains are actually transferred in my name. But I'm looking forward to sharing the news of that. And I'll tell you, it's not even so much that I'm excited about the sites, about the purchase. I'm having fun doing it. I think that it's a good deal. But you might also be surprised that they might be a little bit off-brand for me. So I'm interested to see. So, went blurry. Yeah, I'm interested to see, and I'm interested just to show you and talk about it. And anyways, that'll be coming up. I don't know if the domains will be transferred in time before next Wednesday, but I've got a bunch of things to show. A lot of exciting things coming up. So now, that's newest first. Yeah, it'd be fun to be on the JED. Yeah, I mean, it's mind blowing that I'm actually thinking that I would actually have something on the JED. I never thought about that, but all right. So I don't know how far behind we are here, but let's just go and see what we got here. HC IG Pulse Instagram feed. Free download. And they don't have a demo, but compatible with Joomla 4, 5, and 6. Displays Instagram posts and Reels on your Joomla website via the official MetaGraph API. Cool. Love to see a demo of that. But, all right, that's new. Shanos AI is a fully featured AI agent for Joomla that can make actual changes, create site content, produce a variety of audit reports. Interesting. A fully featured AI agent for Joomla that can make actual changes, create site content, produce a variety of audit reports, diagnose complex issues, develop custom modules, components, bring your own key for Anthropic, Claude, API, self-hosted Olema, and have the assistant create articles, manage users, run SQL, generate images, crawl your site, and more. Every write action pauses for your approval first. Okay. And that looks like the first extension for Shanos. Very interesting. Okay. I have an extension I'm working on that we've just shown that you can do that with just the Joomla API, but I have an extension that I'm working on and using that will simplify and let anyways, I don't want to go too much into it, but yeah, I got something come out like this in this field, in this area, let's call it. Photo card generator, Jewel Osman. Take a picture and you can end up with a photo card. Let's see come on, let's see a photo card. Perfect for social media sharing. Powerful content plugin that transforms your Joomla articles into stunning downloadable photo cards. Oh, makes your article a photo card. Oh, I want to see this. Front end. Visit this link and click download photo card. Okay. All right. I visited the link. All right. Download photo card. Wow. I think this is going to be pretty cool. Let's put it there. And I'm going to open it. Wow. Look at that. That details in the comments. Isn't that excellent? What a great little plugin. And use the image, but it also just, let's see, free Joomla extensions require months of work. Discover constructive reviews matter. And it must have some sort of summary. Did it use the meta description? Let's see, view page source. Yes, look at that. Free Joomla extensions require months of work. Discover why constructive reviews matter and support the Joomla community. Yes, Bjorn, I have constructed a bridge between Joomla and WHMCS. Does it work? It is a work in progress. It's one of the things I did earlier because I wanted to have it's a work in progress. My reason for making that and is still there is because I wanted to have the latest email information from clients for sending out newsletters to them, which factors into something I want to do with the it's a whole area I need to organize. So I wanted to make sure that the email addresses in Joomla match what are in my invoicing program. I actually have Claude set up to my WHMCS. So Claude actually, when I create a client info doc on someone, then I can, it checks WHMCS, click up emails and that. Oh, Ivory. Okay, so use WHMCS. I remember that. Yeah, so I'm working. That's something I'm making. Yeah. Okay, but anyways, this is really nice. You can have a social media post showing thumbnail, information, the website, and put it. This is excellent. Excellent. So that would be this one here. And let me just go. Now, I'm going to do this. AI reviews. No, not that. I think it must be this one here. Let's put Claude to work here. OBS newly very important WHMCS upgrade. The I think is that I think there's a typo in there, Ivor. Now, here's what I've been doing. What? Let's go to Claude here, and let's just make a new chat. Let's do this one here. Daily note found updated. No, that's the first one. This is the description. Okay, I'm just going to say this. Good to go on the save all these notes on today's Watch Me Work live stream, and the live stream is underway right now, and that demonstration worked really well. All right, you're gonna put that there. I think I also have stuff here. No, yeah. So then, so here's what we did. I was showing you this today. So I'm going to right click and I'm going to do a new chat, and I'm going to say this. One of the things I do during my Watch Me Work live stream is check out all the latest Joomla extensions that have been released since the last time we looked. I'm doing that right now. I'm going to paste some URLs to things that I want to maybe feature in a video later on. In ClickUp, in the there is a folder with for Watch Me Work live stream. Start creating tasks. You can assign them to me for video ideas and track these in a document as well. Here's the first one. And now I'm just going to go paste photo card generator. And now we can continue on. Before I was doing bookmarking things and doing these later, but now we can just do this on the fly here. Excellent. All right, so let's take a look at the next one. I like that. I'm excited about that one. Joel Simple date time. Open a new tab. Another free one is lightweight multilingual module that displays current date and time with live auto updating clock. Perfect for website owners migrating for older Joomla versions and want to maintain their site's original functionality and design. So you want to have a clock? Remember we built the clock vibe coding months ago. Where is the time here? Okay, oh, must front-end demo. Oh, there it is right there. That's what the clock looks like. Oh, and it's running away. And it is showing, it's not Greenwich Mean Time because I'm 7 hours right now. Oh, maybe that's UTC time. All right, clock. Update King, update manager for Joomla. That's intriguing. Update King combines a free Joomla plugin with English SaaS dashboard. An English SaaS dashboard to centrally manage updates across multiple Joomla sites. Built for agencies, freelancers, and hosting. Made in Germany. Oh, and then you need an API for that service. And the dashboard is updateking.de. Interesting. Bjorn says WHMC has released a critical security patch. All users are strongly advised to update the latest version immediately. Effective versions. Oh, okay. I see. Gotcha. Okay. I will update that after the live stream. We're seeing a lot of these. So I think over the weekend or end of last week, Let's Encrypt shut everything off for a little while because there was a vulnerability. cPanel and WMW had a huge vulnerability found. And here's what I suspect is happening. I suspect that this new Claude mythos that they wouldn't release because it was so good at finding errors and things. I think at high levels, people are using that to find issues in software and alerting people, and or being hired to do it. So it's so I'm not surprised that these big things are getting found along the way. I think we're going to see a lot more things like this in the near future, while AI starts to see all the vulnerabilities that humans couldn't see. Hey, a vulnerability that humans can't see isn't that bad because a human can't see it, so no one's going to do it. But once AI sees it and reveals what can be done, then you can take advantage of it. So, all right. So next one, Agile latest extension, Agile latest anything. Lightweight Joomla administrator module that turns any database table into a practical dashboard widget. No coding required. That's interesting. Let's see the demo. All right, so latest users, settings and results, the database. Okay. Versions. Okay, joomlafreak.be. Select tables and columns. Latest registered users categories. Any custom component data. I've read that the latest vulnerability was 8 years old. Yes, I think that that tracks. Well, this is another interesting one. Now, let's see what Claude is doing, what in Obsidian with this information. All right, so all right, I'll get started. First, let me pull the extension page. No existing doc. Create a fresh one. ClickUp task assigned to me. Great, it found it. Okay, in ClickUp, watch this. Oh, okay, that's not okay. So that should open up ClickUp for me. Filed in Cybersalt basic Joomla ideas. Great. Tracking doc. New extension reviews. Okay. I made a tracking doc in ClickUp. Here we go. This is what Claude's organized here. New candidates reviewed today. Index JED extensions reviewed 513, and it made the document in here, which is okay. And for that daily one, now I actually want that to be inside of Claude. But here's look at this. Watch me work idea, and it created 2 tags, JED new, and Joomla extension. That is crazy. All right, let's go back and see what Obsidian has done here in the same list. About this candidate, so you have to run down on the so you have the rundown on the screen. There's the information. All right, let's give the next. First of all, okay, so the link to the ClickUp task does not work. It just opens a blank MD here on the in the Obsidian vault. It doesn't open the ClickUp task. Also, that tracking doc for today that you put, that can, instead of having a tracking doc for every day, just create a tracking doc for all of the things that we have in there looking for new video ideas. Since we have individual tasks, we can just keep track of everything in that one doc. And I would also like a parallel doc inside here in the vault. Also, here's the Nest extension to track, or that would be nice to follow up someday. So I will paste in that Agile latest anything, hit enter, and then Claude's going to do its thing there. But I really like that it made its own tag. That's insane. Here's the source, and this is information, look at that it filled out for this task, what it does, why it's a candidate, open questions before recording, tracking, and yeah. Wow. I mean, this is a level of organization that I would never, ever have. Okay, Scorpion article showcase. We've seen stuff by Scorpion before. Interpretation of what website owners want or even need. A module that shows a number of Joomla articles in a carousel or grid. Let's just check that out. Give it some love. Oh, there you go. There's the articles in a grid. That's nice. What language is this? And then he has other extensions like opening hours. Oh, opening hours showing at the side. Very nice. Very attractive. Let's see here. And that is a free download. Cool. Okay. Quiz tools. I've mentioned before, and this last update, May 13th. Okay. May 10th. Quiz tools for Joomla. Remember, I've got a quiz thing coming out. I'm very excited about. One of the things I need to get finished in order for me to better organize my own things. Okay. And let's go to the next one. Quiz tools. Netsin Meta Robots. This allows editors to decide directly while editing an article whether search engines should index that page or not. How it works. The plugin adds an extra robots field to the Joomla frontend article editing form. The selected value is then stored in that article's metadata. Interesting, because they have that, but this must make it more prominent. Nice. I have another extension I'm building for someone that has a really custom need to manage some images on their website. So that, yeah, I'm doing a lot of, I'm finding opportunities, a lot of case need uses, especially for my own stuff that I want to do. Agile feature blocks. Oh, another Agile one. Let's see. What does this do? Create multiple feature blocks with a repeatable field. Choose a number of grid columns. Module for creating clean feature sections with icons, images, and text. Let's see what it's making. Oh, okay. So you put in the element module tab. Show, yes. Feature block, 6 items. Image, okay, make that. And it will make a block. Or use images. All right. Gallery Lab. Clean fast image gallery component for Joomla 5 and 6. Okay. And this is by extensions by the design company, and they have some other extensions. Oh, that made Quiz Lab. Okay. So that's cool. You hope he updates this one. Let me see what that is. Oh, okay. Let's see. You hope he updates that one. Control. That's one in here. Let's see. This is one that Mary has linked to. You're the only review. Admin Fields Manager. Edit article. Create your own administrator contents list. Oh, okay. So you have is this for making its own list for managing articles or fields? Add all possible content fields and custom fields to a column list, overview, and edit. Filter them out. Filter sort them. Click, select, drag, and drop around. No code needed. 3 different demo. It lets you customize the admin article view. Oh, nice. That would be interesting to check out. Let's see what Claude is doing here with our stuff. New ClickUp task. Yes. So Agile latest anything. Now, if I click this, that should open. Yeah, it did. It opened in a different browser, but here's the task. And it made what it does. Why it's a candidate. Open question for recording, tracking. And that's great. Okay. I should get another browser open and do some. That's wonder why that link opened there. Evergreen tracking doc. Okay, just for Ivor to see here. ClickUp doc. This is the. Oh my goodness, we're opening up in the wrong window now, but that's okay. We'll go here, and we're gonna go into ClickUp here. Now I'll show you something that's happening here. This is the doc that is new. New extensions tracker. Here's all the things that we're looking at. It's got a list there. And it's a ClickUp task. Okay. But it says Obsidian is saying manual rename because the MCP for ClickUp does not expose rename. So I can select that, and I'll just do that because Claude is asking me to do it for it. And I will rename Control A, Control V. I think there's a space like that. And I renamed that for Claude. All right. Now, Claude also made a public vault doc. So I can click here, and here's the same thing. And the nice thing, it's got even more links here. I just have the ClickUp one as a backup. Although I have my vault in OneDrive, so I do back up to the cloud as well right away. So anyway, so I've got what I want there and some lists for things. So that's all there. I might tell it not to bother with the ClickUp one, but we'll see. But now I can say next one. I'll just type it next one, and I will do the add for Agile. Oh no, let's see. Yeah, Agile admin fields. And we'll continue on. Agile feature blocks. Oh, okay. Gallery Lab. Nets in Markdown. AI assistants like to like ChatGPT, but they have to sift through navigation menus, cookie banners, whatever. Nets in Markdown plugin solves this by making your Joomla content available in a clean Markdown structured Markdown format. No duplicate content, no extra pages, no separate maintenance. Works without any change to your content. You don't need to touch a single article. The plugin automatically delivers a clean Markdown at the same URLs as your website already. Just add .md to any address. Interesting. All right. And this, all right, let's add that. I'm interested in that. All right. Will I ever get to all these? Who knows? But JT scroll image. Let's see here. Bootstrap 5 compatible sticky scroll cards module for Joomla. For Joomla 6 only. From Joom theme. And let's see the demo. What's it look like? Oh, it's okay. Compatible sticky scroll cards module for Joomla 6. That's a nice effect. Make some cards, scroll in there. Interesting. That's not the one. It was this one here. Landing pages, feature sections, service highlights. Okay. You know what I can do is, I just, it's like, well, and how am I ever going to get to these? We could have, I could have a collection of these things and have Claude go through and say, oh, interesting. It said about this candidate flagged the hook. Why this is strong. Did it flag it because it's bad or because it's good? Oh, it's a strong episode. Okay, so Claude thinks this would be a strong episode to look at. What I just realized is that if I have enough of these things that we want to look into, I can actually group these into a theme for a live stream and say, let's check out some modules that are scrollers or something. All right. Well, that's interesting that Claude flagged that as an important one. A Matrix Media Gallery Pro for Joomla. E-Matrix. Sorry, E-Matrix. Responsive Joomla module lets you create professional image and video galleries. Let's see the demo here. Oh, nice. That'd be an even nicer car if it was orange, but yeah. So it's a gallery. Excellent. Another gallery. Kudos to them. And it looks like a first time, but they don't have any second extensions here. So getting in there new. Nice. Wonder what they're charging for that. Oh, we were on there. Home demo. All right. And I'm not going to be judgy because I don't see how to buy it or how to download it, but that's okay. I looked at what I needed to put together to get on the JED, to get something ready on the JED, and it was like, oh my goodness, I will definitely need to do some work. I need to train Claude to do that for me. Okay, where are we at here? 1250. All right, let's keep going. We haven't looked at these for a while, so Cassiopeia themer. Take graphical control of the Cassiopeia template without overriding template files. Pick brand colors and typography from a live preview. And then there's, so they got a free and they also have a premium. On premium, add Google Analytics, AdSense, Amazon, Google consent mode. All right. Then I don't recognize that name, but they've got automatic meta description, payments via Stripe for Joomla, verified forms, and subscriptions manager. Good for them. I think AI is going to is already creating an explosion of new extensions and things for Joomla. It's exciting. I mean, I have over 20 things on the go right now that one that we made last week to add that feature to the Joomla articles module. At the Joomla user group, small business Joomla user group next week, I'm going to be showing the CS template integrity, which helps with the overrides. And I think I showed that here. Boz PC. Boz PC. At Boz PC, I don't think that did you email me? I think because I went looking. I could not find an email from you. I know a couple of weeks ago you said you were looking for something, and I told you to go and email me. Did you email me? If so, it didn't get to me. Yeah, so good question. What is your trust level of a new dev rolling out with a payment extension like the last one? That's a good point. I guess my trust level would be that it's on the JED, because I know that those things. Oh, you did email. Would you email me right now again? Because I looked at it and then I didn't have any way to get in touch with you. So, Tim Cybersalt, yeah. Email me there. Yeah, and before we end, I will make sure that I have it. Okay, because yeah, I went looking for it and could not find it. Yeah, it's next week. So did I show the extension that I've got that reviews the template overrides that need to be checked? All right. Did we do that on the channel here yet? I don't know if we did or not. Anyways, so yeah, Boz PC, your question. I would have confidence because, excuse me, I did not turn my phone down. Entering solutions. Oh my goodness. Because the JED extensions go through a review before they are added, so there's at least that level check. But I could see as far as the payment gateway, that would be sneaky. I read hey, look at that, the power just flickered and I did not go offline. Oh my goodness. Having said that, it flickered a bunch. But oh man, I'm glad that I bought those batteries because I think am I still online? If you can still hear me, can you just chat? I don't know if I've lost did I lose internet? Okay, I'm gonna watch before oh okay, I'm still in like, oh man, here it is clicking away. I'll tell you, the power here. Okay, good. I don't know if Mary, you experienced this, but on the West Coast, we got a lot of big trees and it's been windy and the power flickers here often. So, all right. So, yeah, I read something that was highlighted by mysites.guru that that in WordPress, somebody bought a WordPress company that had, I forget how many extensions, and then just quietly added a backdoor to them. And oh, by the way, yeah, don't forget to like the video, you guys, if you would like to do that. Oh, there's the power is flickering. Well, if I lose you guys, I lose you guys. But or if you lose me, you lose me. Yeah, give the video a like. Anyways, so that's a danger. So yeah, I think that's a good question. If but maybe they developed that and they wanted to have it for themselves and put it out there. Who knows? Okay. Oh, and you had used one of those WordPress plugins, Mary. Very interesting. Okay. Claude forgot to pay my electricity bill. Yeah. I think Claude would, yeah, I guess Claude would remind me because Claude wants to keep talking to me. Can I just, for a second here, pop into my email and see if Oz has, if your email came through. Let's go here. Let's see. Nothing here yet. Boz, can you type just not you don't have to type your email here. Oh no, I got it. Okay. I got it. Yeah. There we go. I got it. It's in there, and I will reach out to you after the live stream. Okay. And sorry for whatever happened there. Now, all right, so go back here. Oh, yeah, the wind is picking up, so who knows? The tree got blown down somewhere. Let's go back and see. You know that I could actually have Claude look at all the latest ones and update me on ones that I might be interested in. And then I could just highlight them to you. But it's more fun. This is like going to the candy store, right? Cassiopeia, Bistro Menu Creator. Let's see. The paid download. Oh, it looks nice though. Let's go to that demo. Oh, there you go. Good for them. Looks like it'd be very practical. Everybody, as much as AI is, and I've probably mentioned this before, we talked about as much as AI is taking jobs away from people, it is also creating new opportunities because there are for people that weren't originally coders. So if you got a product like that and start going to restaurants and say, would you like nicer menus? There's lots of avenues to give a try. All right. Background template image. One is definitely, oh, no demo. Oh, you're killing me. Technodrome. Oh, that sounds like Mad Max. Would be in the Technodrome. It's a great name. No demo yet, though. Body background image is a powerful styling module for Joomla 5 and 6. It allows you to apply professional background style to any CSS element directly from the administration panel. That's an interesting way to do that. I am going to save that because I drop next URL. There we go. Because that's a great idea. I would like to see that at work. And if that's a tool that can be used, but it's also a feature idea. And I'm just going to be honest here right now. Sometimes I see extensions and I see something like this, and I think that's something I would like to use and have for my clients. And I might want to add some different options to it. So I might take that idea and create something similar. Not using their code, but using the concept and making it the way that I want. So that's, yeah. I don't want to just recreate every extension that's out there so that I can have my own use. In fact, like I said before, I've got been working on an MCP for an extension I like to use that another developer has. But, excuse me, when I see this, I think, oh, that would be great. And I can tell you what, I can't tell you right now. This relates to the two websites that I'm buying, the businesses that I'm buying. And I would love to, I need to do something. I can't tell you. I want to tell you more, but this is pretty cool. that you could put background. I like this here. Any body div ID or class that you could put in image body background image. Cool. Or you could maybe even put in a video. Anyways, so their ideas. Like I said, I don't want to just go and take everyone's ideas. I can't make everything anyways. So, and we're in a community, we can depend on each other, and like a plugin and module that someone else uses. That saves too, because even though this vibe coding stuff, it's like easy, quote unquote easy, it still takes time. I've been working days on something for a client. So statistics displays selected Matimo KPIs. Okay, April 29th. Now we're getting back a couple weeks. We might have looked at this before. AI Nets and GPT. Here's another new ones. Plugin connects your Joomla website to an AI provider securely, essentially without exposing your API key. Okay. FAQ assistant answers questions about your services and your website's tone. Oh, okay. I see. This is so a chat that doesn't expose your API key. Okay, that's good, because if they get your API key, then they can start doing their AI stuff, and it costs you a lot of money. I am working. A lot of the things that I'm doing are making it so that you can use the Claude app without the API. So we'll be seeing that soon. Well, we'll see that in CS template integrity. Oh, Mary, yeah, you said that I sort of showed it. Oh, and Michael says yes online. So I'm going to be looking at that again. Well, yes, I am online. Yeah, so Mary, I did kind of show that. We'll see what I'm refining it, but we'll see. Okay, so good. VR Simply Image Gallery Pro. Simple Image Gallery Pro, Professional Image Gallery Component. All right, another Image Gallery Component. 8 extensions by Jay Anderson. A lot of image stuff. Great, they're putting them all together. And Simple Image Gallery. And if we go demo, blazing fast, get pro license, everything you don't. Oh, here we go. 13 templates and light boxes. Masonry, okay. And okay, JT article feedback. So collect helpful and not helpful feedback. That's the kind of feedback you don't want to get as non-helpful, but I think what it is obviously is that you would click on it and you would say, yes, this was helpful, this was not. In fact, let's go to a demo. Let's close that. Oh, there you go. Helpful, not helpful. Well, that's kind of nice. I like that. Paid download. I wonder how much they charge for that. Article feedback, $20 from Joom theme. I think, I don't know if it was Joom theme that picked up some extensions. I'll tell you, I'm looking back in time when extensions have gone defunct. I think of like OBRSS, when that company went out of business and someone else picked them up to keep them going. I'll tell you, that's one that I wish I had forked, but I couldn't do it back then. Besides, I have to control myself. Honestly, these ideas and coding and vibe coding stuff is like, it's like a bag of chips for me now. I just can't stop. Decision tree lets you create interactive step-by-step decision flows for your Joomla website. Guide visitors through a series of questions and show tailored outcomes based on their answers. Let's see the demo. What are you trying to do? Find the right information. Yes. Do users know what to search for? No. If users don't know what to search for, a decision tree can guide them. Okay, learn more about that. Oh, and here it is. Okay. Intriguing. Intriguing. Ideal for public services and large content libraries. Improves users' journeys without redesigning your site. Did that. What are you trying to do? Choose between options. Are the options clearly different? Yes. Learn about decision making. A decision tree can help users. All right. It's intriguing. That's intriguing. Testimonials component. OL web design. Added April 26th. I've been using apps from ElfSite for years. At Christmas time or near the new year, I would buy a new yearly subscription because I really liked them and they were easy. Then I just started getting billed monthly for that. I looked what I was actually using, and then I decided I'm just going to make my own. For instance, for Google reviews, displaying them, we're just vibe coding one. And actually, well, I got one of my team members that's working on that. So yeah, so testimony component. And here's one that the OL Web Design is offering. They have 38. So that's pretty cool. And they're using them in their projects. And I think that is pretty nifty. Oh, that's right. Joom Helper has a nice Google Reviews extension. I forgot all about that. Yeah. I should have asked, I was going to say, I should have asked Claude and Obsidian, because I have a list of the extensions that I do have available through my memberships. I think I told to, well, look, but I should, instead of Claude, I should have asked Mary. Let's just go into here and drop the next URL. I'm going to say, is there a list of all the extensions that are available with Joom Helper? It's one of the extensions in the monthly management package, and I have a lifetime license. So I vaguely remember asking you to make a list and info of all extensions available in that. Have a look and see if that information actually exists somewhere in the vault. All right. Where are we getting down here? I know we have not done this for a long time. I might need to just, maybe in our looks, maybe I should, I like to look at things and give everyone exposure, but maybe when we get so far behind, there's so many, maybe I should start just acknowledging like a photo gallery, because there's lots there. We'll look for something really, we might have to. I really like to encourage people, and I want the channel to just be doing a big review. But that said, it's a lot. It's a lot. All right, Social Meta Pro. Oh, easy testimonials. We saw that. Social Meta Pro. Facebook Open Graph cards and Pinterest tags. Cleaner social sharing previews. Okay. Optional schema org. And optional schema org JSON support the Joomla article pages. Okay. Pecunia Wallet. What is that? Cryptocurrency payment by Pecunia Wallet enables your online store to accept crypto payments in 4 major currencies: Bitcoin, Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, Doge. All right. And it's a related extension to VirtueMart. Okay. And we're here. Dev art utilities for Joomla. This might be familiar. Stathopoulos Costas. Advanced Administrator Toolkit for Joomla 6 focuses on performance, cache management, and operational insights. From April 24th. Let's go to, there's no preview, but you can add things like Cloudflare tools, Cloudflare cache tools, Google Analytics real time. Okay. Let's just see what Claude says about quick skim of 42 Joomla helper extensions, content, display, article module, media. Oh yeah, there's a bunch there. Gold price chart. Any of those 42 could be a Cybersalt clients already get this free in your monthly management episode. Yes. Let's see if there's a document. Oh, there we go. 2 notes cover this. Yep, there we go. And there's my note. Joom helper 40 utilities, and here's a list of all of them. So if I asked, do I have something for Google reviews, it would have found it. Interesting. All right, so now I just realized I don't remember where I left off last. So what I'm going to do is this. Let's say, as I'm looking at the latest released extensions in the JED. No, come on. Didn't take. As I'm looking for the latest extensions released in the JED, I realize I don't remember the date when was the last time that I looked. So let's note that I'm looking today, and then I'll know when to stop when I'm looking through the next time we do this. Okay. All right. And that's here. DevArts login with OTP. No need to remember passwords, usernames, or anything else. All right. Testimonial Lab, lightweight testimonials component for Joomla 5 and 6. A new one there. Login Menu Pro improves the Joomla login experience. I think we might get back. We might be to where we were looking at things. I think this is starting to sound familiar. Modern guest login panel and a clean avatar user-based menu. Okay, I don't, there's no demo here and it's not ringing a bell. But I think pretty soon here we're going to be done here. EBW, Easy Bay Web, content, plugin detects whether the Joomla website is running on a mobile device. For mobile devices, distinguishes between them. Okay. The ultimate contact form for Joomla, so a contact form. UCFi is a high-performance accessibility solution designed to support websites. Oh, I'm pretty sure that we saw this. I think we're back to where we were looking at things. I think so. Yeah, because, and that date was, sorry, did not look. When was it released? April 20th. That's some bit ago. That's, yeah. So, all right. Well, I think, OJ Blocks Pro, JT AI Assistant, Neville Slider from AA Testimonials Showcase, Maple Lab to collect locations. I know we looked at that one. I'm pretty sure that we did. And it looks good. Front end demo. Huh. Brent, at some point you'll email the list of components you're working on. Cool. That would be cool. Yeah, I would be interested in that. All right, I'm going to say we're caught up. If there's something else that, if we're not caught up in something else I've missed, recurring orders for Hika Shop, MailerLite, Login, Pop-Up Pro, GitHub Portfolio. Yeah, I remember we looked at GitHub Portfolio. So, all right. Well, I am going to exercise some self-control and stop eating the chips and looking at new things here. I guess these would be chocolate bars. The chips are coming up with extension ideas. Oh, nice. Brent, you took over for some Christian religious components. I am interested in knowing them. That may, yeah, I'd be interested in seeing what they are, because there's been a couple out there that I've used on sites for churches and that I've seen. And yeah, so if you took over for some of those, that would be cool. All right, everybody, I'm going to wrap it up there and go get some lunch. It's time for me to do exercise with my arm too. I'm getting pretty good range of motion back. And now I start working on strength. I was actually driving yesterday with my right arm only. And so I was careful. There's a few turns that I was ready to catch the wheel, but it was going really nicely. Well, there you go. GitHub Joomla Bible Study. All right. Proclaim CMWW. Okay, I'll check that out. Everybody from this side, Susan and Tim behind me and me. Thanks for hanging out today, and let me show you some stuff I'm doing and helping me out and all that you've shared too. And we'll wrap it up there. So, as usual, I hope that wherever this finds you, be it morning, evening, afternoon, or tomorrow, that you are well. Until the next time, enjoy your Joomla sites, and God bless.